This couple has been married for 20 years and they are still as close as ever. In order to prevent his wife from growing old, the husband is willing to spend $80,000 a month to hire a beautiful nanny to serve her. On this day, however, the happy woman found a bracelet on her husband's desk that did not belong to her. At first she consoled herself, it must be a friend left behind, but from this day on, she found that her husband is always behind their back to call, every time also show a face of ambiguous smile. She really cannot hold back, directly on the question of her husband. But her husband denied her suspicions, but also asked her if she did not take depression medicine. It turns out that the woman since the second child has been postpartum depression, usually like to think. The woman instantly calmed down, there is really no real evidence in hand, had to give up, and he and good. However, the next day at work during the lunch break, she wanted to call her husband to make a dinner date. The other party did not answer for an hour, until her husband's assistant said he had long gone out for a long time. She instantly had a bad feeling, rushed to take a taxi to the husband off and go to the restaurant. The results actually found him and the female secretary walked out together. The two were talking and laughing, and rarely helped themselves to the car door. Her husband went to help her, and even the next week, the woman found that the two were together. At this moment, she was finally sure that her husband had betrayed her. She felt immense pain, but did not dare to confront her husband. Fortunately, the young nanny of the house would comfort her and encourage to go and talk to the female secretary. However, when the female secretary was informed of this, she insisted on explaining that she had nothing to do with her husband, and that the reason why she rode in her husband's car was that she was just passing by on her way to a yoga class. As for the bracelet you mentioned, my taste is not so rustic. Seeing that she did not seem to be telling lies, the woman was a bit confused. Unexpectedly at this time the husband just happened to pass by and witnessed everything. Angry accused him of being too ridiculous, but how do you explain the bracelet? Husband confessed that he did not know who it was. After all, his company so many people, it may be wrong to bring back. As for why he was out of touch for an hour every day, it was because he had gone to a photographer to design the photos, just for her and the kids as a memento of moving to Australia. Learning that her husband was doing it for the sake of his family, the woman realized how wrong she had been, and had to apologize quickly, start taking the depression pills her husband bought every day, and listen to him to go to work at his brother's company. However, the woman could not have imagined that the medication she was taking was suddenly replaced by another drug by her husband a day earlier. And every day after her husband sent himself to work, not only did not go to the company, but also back home, because he wanted to have an exciting private meeting with a man, and this woman is actually the family nanny.